Are you listening?
Good morning, it's another beautiful day, and today I'm in St. Catherine's Dock in London, another hidden gem where millionaires bring their yachts and come to eat. Nice view of Tower Bridge from here. Today's health tip is to do with stress. There's something called psychosomatic illness, which is emotions pent up in the body which present themselves as a physical problem. Examples of psychosomatic illnesses could be things like IBS, headaches, fibromyalgia, back pain. If you don't believe me, think about when you feel an emotion and then your body or your physiology does something externally. Example of that is when you're emotional and you cry, or when you're shy and you blush. These are just examples of how emotions or thoughts can present themselves in the body. And for some people, for some reason, they will come out in physical problems, and we're not quite sure why it does that, or we're not quite sure why it picks certain physical problems over others in certain groups. But what we do know is that it's really important to not ignore those emotions and say things like, well, I'm not stressed, so it can't be because of that. It's very important to have outlets so that you can get any pent up frustrations or emotions out. Just like we have our 5 fruit and veg for the day, I think it's really important to have 5 things that you do in a day to help you with your mental health and with stress levels. Examples of that could be talking, having a hot bath, reading a book, speaking to somebody who's a positive influence or good emotional support, doing exercise, doing something creative, anything that you feel is a good way to purge your emotions. If you think you're not stressed, one test is how well or how easily you go to sleep at night. Depression and sleep disorders are linked, and it's a bit like the chicken and the egg. They don't know what comes first, whether depression messes up your sleep or sleep messes up your depression. But if you're having trouble sleeping, you've potentially got issues with stress, and it's something that needs to be addressed before it ends up being something a lot worse. So the test is, how easy do you go to sleep when you hit the sack? It should take on average around 15 minutes to fall asleep. London is so beautiful when the sun is out. Life is limitless. If we could only stay focused, how much could we achieve? There is a study which shows we actually spend about 60 minutes a day on focused work. The rest of the time we spend shuffling papers, talking and doing other stuff, surfing the internet, which is not an effective use of our time, and it's no wonder we don't achieve our potential. One of the things for all of us to strive for is to try and get the most out of each day, to try and live it to the max, to try and reach your limits and your limitless.